All right. Let's uh let's get ready. Advent code day 12 coming up. Let me adjust my lighting a bit. All right. 25 seconds. So yesterday, so what kind of problems have we had lately? Had hmm we had a memoization problem. It wasn't really dynamic programming, it was memoization. Had let's see, blah blah blah, massive farm. Each garden plot. Okay, if this is test input, let's try it. Each garden plot only grows a single type of plant, and it's indicated by a single letter on your map. When multiple garden plots are growing the same type of plant and are touching, they form a region. So we have region A, B, C, and D and E. Okay. This 4x4 arrangement includes 5 different regions, each grouped. In order to accurately calculate the cost of the fence around a single region, you know that region's area and perimeter. The area of the region is simply the number, so it's the, okay. The above A, B, C are each, right, okay. Each garden plot is a square, so it has 4 sides. The perimeter of the region is the number of sides of garden plots. Okay, I know how to do that. Um, right, okay. Plants of the same type can appear in multiple separate regions, and regions even appear within other regions. Right, okay, like a bunch of X's. The above contains 5 regions. Right, okay. Due to the modern business practice, the price of fence required for the region is found by multiplying the region by the perimeter. Okay, so it is the sum. Okay, so this is a graph flood fill. So let's start with the simple case. So I'm actually going to change, I'm going to also make, let's do new test input 2. And the reason I want to do that is I want to try this larger example. Okay, so from there, my first thought is obviously we're getting our grid. So grid bar lines dot uh, lines dot map it dot to car array dot to mutable list dot to mutable. Now from there I need to, so I'm going to define a class called val region, and region is data class region, and the region is val letter var, and then it's going to be val list val coordinates list of grid coordinate equals new or equals mutable list of. And from there, it's fun get area. Or it's actually going to be, I'll do it this way. Val area, which is an int. How big is this? 140 by 140. So I shouldn't need any longs. Maybe the sum's long, but I'll handle that when I handle it. So int, and it's going to be get equals coordinates dot size, because it's just the number of things, and then the perimeter is going to be I think it's just for each coordinate, and I just want to make sure the perimeter includes the out of bounds part, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get I'm going to do something here real quick. I'm going to go to grid, and I'm going to add for is cardinal neighbors. I'm going to add an optional argument. Filter out of bounds. Boolean equals true. And that shouldn't break any existing code, because that's all this does. So return if filter out of bounds, return that, else just return cardinal names. Hopefully that doesn't break any existing code. We'll find out if I did in a second. Because specifically, I'm going to need to get things that are out of bounds. So this is going to be val perimeter and it's going to be get equals and it's going to be coordinates dot for each, and we're going to get, or it's actually going to be sum of c dot, actually let's make this a set for efficiency's sake, and it's going to be c dot get cardinal neighbors actually let's do I also need a grid, and it's going to be grid dot grid get cardinal neighbors, and it's going to be grid dot get cardinal neighbors c, but specifically filter out of bounds equals false. Actually, dot filter not this dot coordinates dot contains it. Actually, I want to do count not coordinates dot contains it. I think that's what I want. We'll find out if I'm right or wrong later. And then from there, it's just going to be val visited equals mutable set var. Actually, let's do val coordinates equal grid.coordinates. And I'm just gonna, no, I don't want to do this as a stack. I actually want to do it as a set. Is that set or a list? Dot to mutable set. And I want to set for speed's sake. And what I'm going to do is just pop a corner off. So while coordinates is not empty, we're going to do val c equals coordinates dot dot remove one or remove at. Oh, right. So we're going to remove the first element, and then trying to flood fill this. Coordinates. Wow, I have forgotten how to spell that word. Even though it's like right in front of me, my eyes are just sort of glazing over. Oh, I know what's happening. I'm an idiot. Equals mutable set of grid coordinates. Sorry, my brain just sort of broke for about 10 seconds there. So we're gonna get the first coordinate, which we remove, and then it's just gonna be do val stack equals stack grid coordinate dot push C. So we're going to get that value and put it onto C. Why is it not like that? Oh, I see. Right. Get it, I see. Sorry, that was stupid as shit. Get the first, remove it, create a stack. I can do up here. Let's keep all our variable creation in roughly the same place. We're going to push it onto the stack and then do while stack is not empty, we're going to do val node equals stack up, and then it's going to be val next val next nodes equal, and it's going to be stack dot or not stack dot node dot grid dot get cardinal neighbors node. I actually do want to filter out of bounds this time. Get the nodes dot filter grid dot get it equals node dot grid dot get node. So this is ensure same letter. So I'm only getting neighbors that are the same letter. And then filtering that. And we're going to do stack.push next nodes, but we all, actually I want to do it this way. Next nodes dot for each. And I want to do two things. First, I want to push them onto my stack.push it, but I also want to remove it from, so coordinates.remove it. I want to remove it from coordinates because we're going to visit it. Do I need to do anything else? I think this is my flood fill, is get the first node, do that, and then what'll happen is eventually I'll end up with this sort of while loop while coordinates is not empty. I'll sort of end up in the right place, I think. Oh, and then I need to actually create my region. So then from there, it's going to be re, regions.add region, and it's going to be c or grid.get c. Oh, hang on. Right, I'm not doing let's see how that runs. So over this test input, I should end up with 5 regions. Whoa. That was weird. My ID, I guess, thought I had imported it, but oh, I see what happened. Okay. All right, I entered an infinite loop. So while stack is not empty, stack.pop, while coordinates is not empty. Okay, hang on, let's see what happens here. Print line. Okay, so I'm getting the coordinates, but the stack is somehow not empty. So we stack push C, we do stack.pop, we've removed a value, and then we're doing, oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Dot filter coordinates dot contains it. Okay, there we go. E is 2 coordinates, 3 coordinates, good. Okay, D is 1 coordinate, good. C is 4 coordinates, there we go. And B, 4 coordinates, 1, 2, 3, 4. And A, 4 coordinates, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, my regions work. Now that I have my regions, which sounds dirty, whatever, I'm going to pass regions into here for part 1, and part 1 is actually quite simple. It is just return regions dot sum of, and it's going to be it dot area times it dot perimeter. And I got 140. Which is right. Okay. Let's just jump straight to testing with the inputs. Oh, I need to take out some print statements. Also, that number looked big enough that, hang on. That number looked big enough that what I want to do is turn this into a long, and then I want to do sum of dot too long on the area. And it's just so that way I'm, yeah, okay. I don't think I actually needed the long there. Okay, flood fill worked. Awesome. Okay. Fortunately, elves are trying to order so much fence that they qualify for a bulk discount. Under a bulk discount, instead of using the perimeter, you use the number of sides each region has. So each, okay, regardless of how long it is. Okay, that's trickier. What I'm gonna have to do now. Oh, this sucks. So the E shape is an area of 17, but it's 12 sides because it's 3 sides here, 3 sides here, so that's 6, 9, 10, or sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cat, no. Hmm. Okay, this is tricky. So for instance, this A has 4 sides. This B has 4 sides. This E has 4 sides. Easy enough. But then this C has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. And D has 4 sides. So I'm trying to think how I count the number of sides. Hmm. Yeah, this one's tricky. Because this is one where I'm just trying to think how I want to approach this. And I almost feel like I want a whiteboard here. And my son's waking up. Is he? This is one where I actually just. All right. Yep. I have to go get my son. All right. Sorry about that. While I was walking, I was thinking. And what I'm thinking is for a region, I'm going to come up here. For a region, find the top point and the farthest left point. So first, highest row. So like for C, it's here. For B, it's here. Farthest left point. From there, I need to basically track around the outer edge. And so I'm going to say, okay, let's go from the top left point, go one up, because I know there's nothing above that matches it. Now, I might be out of bounds, but that's fine. And then I'm going to step to the right, and I'm going to say, okay, is it down? Step to the right, is it down? And if it is, yay. If it's not, then I step down. So I go up, and I'm going to step right. It's there. Step right. It's there. Step right. It's not there. Step down. And then when it's down, my look direction, when I'm moving down, my look direction is left. So I'm going to be going around clockwise. And so I want to go up and right. So something like I'm going to do fun get sides int, and it's going to be get number of sides. So okay, it's going to be this is going to be not the cleanest code because I'm going to just start writing it first. Okay, so first I need to get top left point. So val top left coordinate equals coordinates dot sorted from min by, and it's going to be min by its dot row dot Can I not do then by on a min by? Min width. Min width. Uh, that's right. By dot then by it dot. Okay, so I'm going to get the top left coordinate, and then let's just do print line top left coordinate for now. And I'm going to do a lot of print-based debugging here, and it's just because I'm sort of going to be struggling with how to approach this. Like I get the idea is I want to trace around the outside, but I'm already predicting just so many problems. And also there's so I hang on because I'm top left. I don't have to worry about tracing. Oh wait, but hang on. There's one I need to think about. Oh shit! This problem. Hang on. Right, because this B is completely inside of A. This is going to suck. Um, two full regions of A. A has four side. Yeah. God, this is. Hmm. Because tracing around the outside doesn't work, and so the only other way I could do it is check if one region is entirely embedded in another, and then I have to get the number of sides in that region. Um, okay, let me think of this a different way. Okay, I'm gonna do a flood fill, but then here's my plan. Um, I'm gonna come back here, and what I'm gonna do is this. Um, so I'm gonna do that, but I'm also gonna do val next nodes dot, or it's gonna be so in addition to pushing all those, I'm gonna do val next nodes dot filter, and it's gonna be the opposite of this. Okay, actually no, I need to do it this way because this one is inbounds, and I need to get out of it. So grid, and then this is What did I call that again? Filter out of bounds. False. Okay. So I'm not filtering out of bounds. And I'm going to do this, except I'm going to do assert that they're not equal. And the reason is this is going to give me all of the neighbor nodes that are basically like the boundary nodes, right? Okay. Dot for each. And it's going to be that's going to be grid. So I see what I need to do. So this is going to be I'm going to add the boundary coordinates, and that's going to be boundary. Okay, now, first let's make sure I didn't break part one. Okay. Oh, grid dot is in bounds. It's or, and either it's not in bounds. That's still my same answer, right? Okay. Now, where am I? Oh, let's change this back to test input because I'm not going to be able to read this on the full input. So let's change this back to test input, which was where exactly? Oh, down here. Let me move this class down. Okay, so 0, 0, right. 1, 0, yes. 1, 2, yes. 3, yes. Okay. All right, that's good. Um, okay, so now let me just check print line. So let's do it this way. Because this is my flood fill, but I also am trying to get the boundaries. Let's check regions dot first dot print line or and it's going to be print line first dot boundaries. Actually, let's do first dot letter. as so. Okay. All right, so we have -1, 0. That's right. Oh, it says it's not doing it in the best of ways. Dot sorted by um sorted with uh and actually I'll just do the same thing as I do for top left. I'll figure out what's going on here. I can't just why is it that I can if I cut and paste this it's fine. Oh, it's not fine? Why is this not fine? Okay, I'm my brain is not braining very well. I'm confused here. Why is this not working? Okay, argument type mismatch. It's expecting something that returns an int. I'm not doing okay right now mentally, just in terms of tired. Okay, what is this data type? It is comparator grid point, yes? Okay, so that's a comparator, right? Grid coordinate, and this is a comparator grid coordinate, right? Comparator grid coordinate. Okay, comparator grid coordinate. Why? Like, why? Okay, let's just see if I can get if that compiles. Why doesn't that work? Oh, wait, because I forgot to do it down here. Yep, I'm an idiot. Okay, how is this an argument type mismatch? Why is it that when I okay, this was exactly verbatim. This was what I had here. That works. What I had here. That doesn't work. It's supposed to take in a comparator. It just doesn't want to. What in the hell is going on? Why is that wrong? Why is it that when I have a set of grid coordinates down here, coordinates, min width, like I can do that, that's fine. No issues with this. But the second I try to do it up here, it's all of a sudden just shitting the bed. Like, no, 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 you can't do that. Oh God, don't do that. Oh, I'm derp because I mixed up parentheses and yep. So that was 20 minutes spent figuring out that parentheses and curly braces are different. Oh, just to get a debug for the note. Like literally all that's happening is just me getting a debug. Right? Okay. -1 row. Okay, so it should get all the way to 3. And then with column -1. Yeah, so we have, and then this is row, this is the right side, and then this is the next. Okay, so here's how I'm thinking of doing this. Is I go row by row to find the top and bottom sides. And then I go column by column to find the left and right sides. Is it that simple, or is there a trap there? I'm trying to figure out if the boundaries help me. The key, the what I'm sort of thinking right now is that okay, so like these coordinates form like a spreadsheet, right? And so I have, for A, I have these cells filled in, right? And my boundaries are these. But the trick that I'm sort of struggling with right now is, so like I get how I can see, okay, like these four are connected because they're adjacent, right? I can get from one to another, they're adjacent. So this is, and I can get one from one to the other, like if I pick any one of these and just look left and notice, okay, there's a cell below, like let's look left and right. Get these. Okay, cool. Now what? What do I do with this information? Because the issue, like, so here was my first thought, is that we start at the top left corner and we go up, and let's color that, right? And that's, so far we have one side. We go right, where we're not in the shape, we look down, the shape is there, we're still one side. Keep going, still one side, keep going, still one side. Then we go right, and there's nothing below us. The floor has fallen out from under us. And since we just were at a point that's right, we know the cell's filled in, we know if we go down, there will be something to the left. So we fill that in, but because we moved down, we're on a different side. Then we move down again. Oh no, there's nothing to the left of us. So we need to move left, and now we're looking up, right? And so we're always looking clockwise of the direction of motion, right? This is what I had thought. And okay, we can keep moving, right? So now we're on side 3, and then, oh no, the floor's falling out from under us. So we move up, new side. Like, okay, that sounds like it should work, but where I'm struggling is two places. First, let's consider like a really, really awkward shape. Okay, let's try like a shape like just a real bastard of a shape, like this. I start at my top left, and since I'm prioritizing row, that's here. I do the same thing. So, all right, that's side 1. Oh no, it's fallen out from under us. We go down. This is side 2. Oh no, it's fallen out from under us. This is side 3. All right, we're following our pattern. We're moving clockwise. Okay. And actually, I want to fill this in. Let me do it this way. And there's a specific reason that I want to do it this way. Okay, and then we move up. Why am I hitting that button? Let's see. Let's try yellow, and we move up. Right, so we still get the same idea. We move up, nothing there. We move right. Okay, and now we do purple. And then, okay, now we move inside. And now we have blue, and we're moving down. And now we can't move down because there's something there. So if we can't move down, then we look counterclockwise. We look at here. This is not inside of the shape. So We check below us. We know there's a thing below us because we couldn't go down any further. So instead we go counterclockwise. And now we're going. Okay, so this is now actually, we remarked this as the start of another side. We still have this part. And then we say, okay, we've hit a dead end. I can't move right any further. It's the same thing. We go counterclockwise. We go up. Can't do anything. Can't move up. So we hit another side. So counterclockwise. And now we're only looking up. So we step over here. And there's nothing. How do I know to go clockwise again? That's what's tripping me up. Okay, I think it's if I can't travel further in the direction I'm going, I go counterclockwise. If I can't, so okay, so my thought is if direction of travel blocked counterclockwise, if no longer touching shape, go clockwise. Now, this doesn't help me with um, the circumscribed issue, but I'll get there because I actually already have an idea of how I'm going to handle it. And it turns out it's fairly straightforward, I think. So, and come to think of it, this could actually be a val. This would be val sides. Because I'm writing a get function. Oh, that's right. It's just indent paste, I think. No, it's not. It's right. Okay. Oh, and this is and I know this isn't. Oh, right. Okay. So I think this is the gist of it. Is we start at the top left point. We go up because we know we can. I mean, you could just as easily go left, but I'm going to start by going up, and it's going to be where's the border button? There it is. Okay. So I'm starting. What is going on, mouse? Let's play the game I'm playing. Okay. I'm starting here. This is a fun one. I'm really having a fun time actually thinking about this one. I know that this is a slower thing. I know I just spent a lot of time doing like pictures in Excel, but just thinking about how to solve this one was pretty fun. But I think I have the right approach. The one thing I'm gonna have to write is a circumscribe method So I'm gonna have to do fun circumscribes region or boolean, but I actually think I'm going to know how to do this, and it's going to be return region dot boundary dot all coordinates dot contains. Because if it doesn't circumscribe, then my existing approach like isn't an issue. It's only when there's when it's circumscribing that I have to worry about this. I'll test this in a second because one of these test cases has a let's do new, and it's going to be new file test 3. And it's actually going to be test input 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this test. Okay. So this is going to be fun. Private fun is going to be circumnavigate. That sounds like a cool name for this, what this function is doing. Circumnavigate. And it's going to wait, no, I'm already doing this with signs. Oh, never mind. I'll just do, okay, we got top left corner coordinate, and then we're going to do val, actually var traveler. How many L's are in the word traveler? One or English is weird. Normally it's like consonant, vowel, consonant, and you double the second consonant. But L gets treated as a vowel in that case most of the time, right? Something like that. Traveler equals top left coordinate dot move or get movement cardinal let's do this is what I want to do. I do input left as left. I think I can do this. Maybe we'll find out. If not, then okay. Well, I learned something I can't do. Get movement up. Can. Good. Okay. I'm gonna put a return 0 here. So now var direct moving equals right. No, just right. Why does it not? Why did it delete all of my things that I wrote? Oh no, you didn't need those. I'm IntelliJ. I know you didn't need them. Don't worry. Don't worry your pretty little head about that. I know that you didn't need those. I know you think you needed those, but I'm IntelliJ and I know better than you, programmer. I will do things for you, whether you like it or not. Stop doing that. Stop deleting this thing. I'm just gonna do like, just so it, why does it, no, no, bad, bad, bad IntelliJ. Why is it killing my imports? Naughty, naughty, naughty IntelliJ. Like, just to make it stop doing that, clearly I did it anyway. Because of fucking course it did. Drives me up a damn wall when I set some setting. I'm gonna have to track down what it is. Yeah, I know that was probably pretty funny to watch it just continuously fail to import the thing that I want it to import, but I just want to be able to like write code in some kind of brief way. Apparently, I'm just not allowed to do that. Okay, so if you don't mind, if I can control my computer for a bit, IntelliJ, and type something, moving right, var touching equals down. And then I'm going to have val var sides equal 0. No, sides equal 1. What I'm going to do is then just do while while traveler does not equal top left coordinate. And the next coordinate is going to be val is going to be if traveler dot get movement moving and it's going to be is not dot, so region coordinates dot contains traveler movement is false. If that's false, then we just do traveler equals traveler dot get movement moving. Easy enough. We step right. Now I need to check if and it's going to be if touching, so if coordinates does not contain touching, then that means, so like to explain this situation visually, I'm talking about going, so T is here and this is move. This is where I'm moving to. And so I move here, and the point is because I'm not touching down anymore, I know I need to move down. So traveler, in this case, it's going to be in the direction of touching. But before I do that, actually, I want to do this in the direction of moving. I just need to update my moving direction. So moving equals moving dot clockwise. And I've already built these operations in. And touching equals touching would also move clockwise. And then we found a new side, sides plus plus. Else. No, I don't have an else here. Because the point is I've handled now this case, and this case, this case, and this case. This case. Let's test that with region A again. Oh, okay. Let's just, so I know I haven't handled other cases, but for now we're going to do just, first dots. Okay, I've entered an infinite loop. And then I want to do thread.sleep. Oh, is this a thing where I can't remember if this is a, I know in Java it would be equals. Okay, no, it's saying, and I'm going to do thread sleep 250 or to actually do 500, and it's just so I can see it sort of step by step. This is right. Okay, hang on. Oh. I know what I did wrong. Equals top left coordinate uh dot get movement up. Okay. And then I'm gonna say, so that's a value because it doesn't change, but then this is a var, so it does change. And now I'm just comparing it back to start. Okay, what? Why is it still going? I know why that's happening. I know why that's happening. Okay. Um, okay. But I'm adding sides to my. Oh, because I know why that's happening. It's because I need to do. I'm actually counting the first side twice, so I can just do 0. As weird as that sounds, the point is I'm not going to count the first side until I loop back around. I know that this is a longer solve, but this is actually a tricky problem. This is a pretty gosh darn tricky problem. Okay, so now let's do. Here's what I want to do. I want to do new file test input e text. That's what I'm going to call this. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to test this sort of nasty E shape. I actually like that this is the example given. Okay. Now it's just going to be like, so I'm looking at this condition where I'm going from here to here, and then I try to go from here to here, but I can't. So this is the else case. And it's else because here I'm saying, okay, if the coordinate doesn't contain, do this. Otherwise, I need to rotate counterclockwise. Moving equals moving dot counterclockwise, touching counterclockwise. The traveler doesn't move, sides plus plus. Let's try this. I'm going to take out thread.sleep here. Let's just do this on input A. And what I'm going to do is now change this to, I'm not using sorted boundaries anymore. I got stuck in that loop thinking about that and just arrived at the conclusion, fucking West Virginiaisms there. I arrived at that conclusion that I was wasting my time. So instead, I'm going to do regions dot for each print line it dot letter okay. I've now entered an infinite. Somewhere in here I entered an infinite. So we're going to do print line why don't I have access to this? Why don't I have access to fields right now? I'm going to do thread.sleep, and let's do one. I could probably keep up with 250. Just mentally going through things. Um, oh, I put this else in the wrong place. That worked. Okay, E gave me 4 sides. What is he again in this? Okay, so that's working. Yay. Now, I need to test the circumscribe function. So, because here's where I'm going to start getting things wrong, and it's going to be to for this test, I can say regions 0 dot circumscribes regions. This is just going to be false. I know it's going to be false. I hope it's going to be false, because if it's not, I'm shit out of luck for ideas. Because I have solved case A, but I haven't solved the circumscribe problem. So I want to start with that. I first just want to make sure that this is false. Did I not take out the threads.sleep? I did not. My eyes just completely passed over it like 5 times. By the way, part of if there are any students watching, like, part of why I'm sort of going through this kind of level of shit is intentional. It's to sort of show that, like, I didn't know how to do this problem, but I started kind of playing with ideas. Hell, I drew a picture, right? There it is. But just thinking through this picture helped me reach the point that I needed to get to. Sometimes that's just what it takes. Um, it printed false. Good. Okay, the other one I wanted to test was test input E. Um, nice. Okay, I'm getting the sides, but then specifically, it's test input 3 is where I'm going to start being wrong. Because with test input 3, I have to deal with circumscribe. But it worked. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna then do an n squared where n is the number of regions. I'm just gonna go through each regions and just, because the point is, if A circumscribes B, then the number of sides of B are just simply added to the number of sides of B. In effect, because B is circumscribed, its sides count twice. That's what that means. Um, and that's where like having gone through the step of actually building these boundaries works. So I can do val initial side equal. Oh, and then the other thing I need to check is um, where is here. I just want to make sure. Yeah, so notice it's saying A has 4 sides, B has 4 sides, then the other B has 4 sides, right? Now, it's just a matter of, okay, I can get the outer sides, and then the inner sides are just circumscribed. And this is false, which is good. I just wanted to make sure it didn't crash. And you notice while I'm not doing JUnit tests, I'm testing every step of the way, and it's coding competition, like speed matters. So I'm not trying to sort of go through each little thing. So region some where am I? Where's my test? Here it is. From there, I'm just actually going to do this. Just um, regions dot so val circumscribe sides equal region sum of each region. We're going to do so I'm going to call this R1, and then it's going to be regions dot um, map R2, and it's just going to be if R1 dot circumscribes R2, then R2 dot sides, else 0. So I'm mapping each of these and it's going to be return, and I'm now can call this, that's 6, outer sides, return outer side plus circumscribe sides, and now I can actually do it dot sides. And then let me just make sure I take out any sort of sleep. Okay. That map has a total price of 368. Oh, right. Because I need to map it to um yes. I see. Yes. Because I still need to do, and it's R1 dot area times R2 dot sides. Right. We got it. We got it. I am like super proud that I got this like on my own, not looking up sort of any like, oh, what would be a strategy? Um, I'm really happy that I figured out a solution on my own. Except that can't be right. Oh wait, no, yes it can. It would actually necessarily be right. It has to be less than. I was gonna say, did it need to be bigger than? No. Haha. Yes. I'm like I'm ecstatic that I got that one. Just like came up with the strategy and everything on my own. No, like using the Reddit to sort of look up ideas. I mean, I was slow. I was slow as shit, but this is hard. Like this is to me, this is definitely the hardest one so far. I am definitely going to spend time looking up how other people approach this. And to be clear, I when I first started on part 2, I actually started with this idea, but then I abandoned it because I was worried about this problem. And I didn't just once I stopped, took the time, do the picture, and came up with the rule. So the rule is, again, just to show it, like, okay, here's our traveler, and I'm just gonna say, like, okay, we're here, and so start top left, go up from top left. We're on the border, and I'm gonna say, okay, look to the right. Is the right occupied? Is the right in the shape? And it's not. So step right, look down. We're still touching it. Step right, look down. We're still touching it. Step right, look down. We're still touching it. Step right, look down. We're not touching it, but we know that because there's a shape here and we're here, that just means wrap around. And now we're here, but we now have found one side. We have not found two sides. We haven't found this side yet. You only find the side when you turn the corner onto it. So then, all right, direction move down. Again, and it's down because both the, so like, if the direction of move is right, the direction of touching is clockwise of that. And so like I actually could do um I could do away with this touching variable because the touching variable is just it's just moving dot clockwise. Let's see if I get the same answer there. I do. Yeah. So it's just moving dot clockwise. So I actually don't need a separate variable. The point is, I move in one direction and I'm just touching the wall as I go around it to the right of to the clockwise of that direction, right? And so then turn the corner. Oh, I'm not touching anymore. Yay, I'm touching. And now I'm touching up. I'm moving left, 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 left. I'm not touching anymore. Turn clockwise. I'm touching on the right, moving up. I'm not touching anymore. Turn clockwise. I'm back at the start. We found the fourth side. And then it's just this little bit of, and I'll, let me real quick, I'll do. So same idea, right? For the outer corners, we've now found 4 sides, 5 sides. All we've done so far is turn right. But then I can't, like I'm moving down, I'm touching left. I can't move down because that's part of the shape. And so because that's part of the shape, I don't move at all, but I rotate left. So when I can move in my existing moving section, I move forward and I touch clockwise of that. But when I can't move, I turn counterclockwise. And now, because I was down, I'm now moving to the right. And I also add a side. So I move right. I can't move, so I turn counterclockwise. So I'm looking up, touching right. Up. Okay. I then can't move, so I turn. Okay, I can't move forward, so I turn counterclockwise again. So I'm looking left, touching up. Move left. Now at this point, this is why it's important for me to check. Like the order of these statements matter. These if statements this if statement must be nested inside of this one because I can't check is there something in front of me until I check like because here this is a tricky bit. Like I'm moving left, right? There's something in front of me. I can't move left, so I turn counterclockwise. Wrong, because I checked the touching condition first. So I'm touching the wall up, I'm moving left, I move left, I'm not touching the wall. So I only check can I move forward if I know I'm touching the wall already. There we go. And then just as far as the interior walls go, so like if I have this situation, the point is if this space, so here I have a circumscribed space, and this is a region, and I can check that this region is circumscribed by a single region by just checking its boundaries, which I now know how to calculate, right? Check its boundaries. And then if all of the boundaries are inside of this shape, hey, right, I know that this is circumscribed by that. And so all I do is I calculate these sides as normal of the outer shape, and then I add to it all of the circumscribed. And I technically don't need the sides of A all at once. I can get the outer sides. So if you look at my code, that's what I'm doing here. Get the outer sides. And then I'm just doing a pairwise comparison of all the regions to get the inner sides. Fun problem. I like this problem. This was fun. Super, super fun problem. Okay. Before I commit this, let me make sure I didn't break my grid. I'm going to run day 10, and it's just to make sure I didn't break my grid. Because I did add something to it. Is that the same answer from yesterday? It is. Okay, good. So I didn't break my grid. I did change grid. I have this get cardinal neighbors function, and specifically I just added this filter out of bounds. By default, I'm not going to get the out of bounds neighbors, but I can specify like, no, just ignore the grid and give me the out of bounds neighbors. And I need that here because I need to be able to traverse around the outside. My son's waking up, so I'm going to have to stop streaming. Thank you. Take care.